Sixmilebridge. They're trailed by the minimum, 6 points to 5. Martin Curry comes over from the far wing to take this one. He has a good delivery, this fella, and he takes this one very craftily, intended for Pat Morey. The scheme goes wrong, and then Pat Morey fouls Eugene McMahon. Eugene points to him, but not before John Brett has penalised the offence by Pat Morey, whose hurley is broken in that clash. There's a free now to Kilmaley, and I see a little bit of panic creeping into the Bridges performance. Tommy Guilfoyle comes back and he says to Tommy Keane, you're stealing a couple of yards there. And then Tommy brings it back further, as much as to say, take that. All in good spirit, I must add. Tommy Keane now prepares to take the free. Oh, he sends it another mighty effort between Jerry Pine and Martin Curry. It breaks out to Martin Meehan. And there's a 2-point lead for Kilmaley as Martin Meehan sends that one over. They lead now 7 points to 5. 7 points to 5, and Cusack Park has suddenly become an inferno. There's, exactly as I speak, 15 minutes gone according to my stopwatch. We're getting very sophisticated up here. But Hayes provides me with a stopwatch. As Pat Collins prepares to take the puck out, the sun comes out as if to smile on Kilmaley. John Brett again summoning somebody to the middle of the field, and then orders the puck out to be taken this side of the field. John Brennan, Eugene McMahon, Pat Morey, and well doubled on by Pat Morey, but equally well doubled on by Pat Keane to Jerry Pine. He continues it along the ground to Martin Meehan. He tries to flick it, gets it up in his hand in that crafty way he does it, and then drops a great ball in. Pat Collins watches it go to the left and wide. 7 points to 5, Kilmaley leading, and by God, if they should stay in front, how the creamery will be neglected in the morning. I'd say all collections will be from Tobin's or Padney and Geary's or some such place, but by God, there'll be few at the creamery. Puck out by Pat Collins. John Brennan and Eugene McMahon. Eugene bats it down, but only as far as Martin Curry. Oh, the ball falls out of his hand. Jerry Pine is there with him. There's a tangle in there in the middle of the field. Martin Curry trying to get it up in his hand, doesn't succeed in doing so. It goes out to Martin Cahill. He gets it in along the ground. There's a ping-pong game now as Pat Morey gets it. But coming in for a Shamey Fitzpatrick. He's tripped by Pat Morey. There's a free to Kilmaley as another sub comes on the field for Sixmilebridge. Tim! Who's gone on for the bridge? Tim! Who's gone in? Tim! John Kelly. And there's a free for Kilmaley taken by Tommy Keane and sent to the right and wide as John Kelly comes on the bridge team to substitute for Jimmy Morey, who was only on the field about 5 or 6 minutes. That's the latest in the switches as Pat Collins prepares to take the puck out. 7 points to 5. Down here, and John Kelly is in action, and he doubles on that well. He's the fella I saw playing with Bodyke, and this guy is a very skillful gent. Shouldering off the ball there, should have been penalised, wasn't. Both parties guilty, and now the referee blows his whistle from the middle of the field. Awards a free to Kilmaley. Tommy Keane, very grateful for that award. About to turn defence into attack. I was saying about John Kelly, I saw him playing with Bodyke against Iona in the championship and in the league final last year, and he's a very slick operator. He's son of the Lord Kelly from Clarecastle and does hurling in the veins. Or grandson of the Lord, but I always call his father John the Lord as well. Now Shamey Fitzpatrick on goal was. This must be a goal, yes. Hand passed into the net, and there's great jubilation in there as Johnsy Mungovan takes Shamey Fitzpatrick up in an embrace. The Bridge are arguing with the umpire that he had ran too far or was gone out over the end line or something. I thought there may have been a slim suggestion that the ball might have gone over the end line down here further, but however the goal is awarded, and now the fat is in the fire. 1-7 to 5 points. Kelly hits the ball off Eugene McMahon over the sideline. Be interesting to see what Tommy Guilfoyle gives here. I would have given a Bridge ball. He's about to give a Kilmaley ball. Those are the fortunes of war when things are going well for you. That one went off Eugene McMahon. Pat Keane about to take it as John Brett comes in to send another Bridgeman back to his billet. And now line ball to be taken by Pat Keane. A goal in 7 points to 5 points. A good cut into Johnsy Mungovan. He puts up his hand for it. Well cleared out by John O'Connell. Comes down. and cleared out over the sideline here. That was John O'Connell that cleared it. Martin Curry was the man who cleared it initially out to John O'Connell. Martin Curry is in now at left full back, and John O'Connell is at left half back in the latest in a series of switches by the Bridge team. Just over 19 minutes gone the second half. 10 points to 5. Double scores. Kilmaley in the driving seat. Pat Keane cuts it. Another good one. Flanquilligan, catches that well in the air, and then Shamie Fitzpatrick is penalised. There's a free to Sixmilebridge, and this will be relief as Martin Curry can turn these ones into attack. Here's a good belt of a ball, this fella, and that one is no exception. Down, Seamus Cusick goes up for it. Eamon Healy puts up his hand for it, then chops across Martin Cahill's hurley, goes unpenalised. Michael Killeen gets the ball up in his hand, gets it down into the corner. Martin Meehan is there, but there's a load of bridgemen there. One of them, Flanquilligan, he relieves the pressure. Well batted down there by Niall Romer, as far as Michael Killeen, playing well since he came in, this lad. And then he leaves it for Tommy Keane. Tommy gets it up in his hand and in that customary fashion bursts his way out, and then right-handed, and there's an absence of appetite about the Bridge play now, but the ball is batted out to James E. Keogh, a real stalwart for Sixmilebridge, this fella, out into the middle. Jumping up for it, Niall Romer in a rather careless fashion. Tommy Keane beaten to the pull, comes into John Kelly, and this fella can mortar. He's been kept out there by Pat Keane, and then gets a dangerous ball in. It breaks out there to Eamon Healy. He sends in a ground ball, well blocked out by Paddy Hill. That's a great intervention by the cornerback, and then he gets it up in his hand. He's dispossessed by Eamon Healy, the ball near the end line. And then Eamon Healy is penalised rather harshly there for picking the ball off the ground, I thought. And Bridge team is becoming frustrated, and mind you, some of the decisions are helping it. But that was a great intervention by Paddy Hill there. He saved a screamer of a shot from Eamon Healy, and then was in the thick of the Shamazel. And he's now about to take this free. It's about 15 yards out from his own goal. There are 21 minutes gone in the second half. He sends it, a good one. Well blocked out by John O'Connell, but Jerry Pine gets the breaking ball. He's headed goalward, sends in a low ball. Deflected in there by Noel O'Gorman. Pat Collins comes out to it. Then hand passes it out to Martin Curry. He drops it. John Z. Mungovan is challenging him. And then Shamie Fitzpatrick, or Jerry Kennedy, gets the ball crossfield. There are two bridgemen there. One of them is James E. or one of them is Noel O'Gorman, or Flanquilligan. He gets it left-handed up into the centre. Tommy Keane comes down for it one-handed. His brother Pat goes in. Neither of them knows where the ball goes. It breaks to Pat Morey, and then breaks out to Michael Killeen. He has two Kilmaley men free. One of them, Jerry Pine. The pass was a bit high. And then John O'Connell scoops it up and sends it downfield. Danny Chaplin, who seems to have been moved up into the attack now, goes to the ball with Noel McGuan. Coming out is Eamon Healy. He gets the ball up in his stick, and this could be danger for Kilmaley as Healy puts the ball in his stick. And then he's going to go on his favoured left side, I'd say, any moment. Does so now, gets inside Noel McGuan, and then strikes the ball low, and that's a great shot. Did that hit the back of the goal? I don't know, but it comes out now to Pat Morey. He's got the ball, he's fouled, and there's a free to Sixmilebridge. The ball must have hit the crossbar. That was a screamer. Hit the crossbar and hit the bottom of the ground. That was a screamer, and the Bridge are unlucky now, and Kilmaley are living dangerously. This is a free. And who's going to take this one? It's a penalty. It would appear to be John Chaplin that's elected to take it. And he's going to go for a goal. He steps up now, he sends it low, and it's saved inside by Tommy Keane. And then he doubles on it, and there's the cheer of the evening. The ball comes down between Eugene McMahon and John Brennan. In comes Jerry Pine. Brennan is still there for it, but Pine gets it out a little bit, but far enough to reach Martin Meehan. He gets it up in his hand, and then right-handed sends a very crafty ball down to Shamie Fitzpatrick. He gets it up, and right-handed sends it into the middle. Full forward is going for it now, and he leaves it to Jerry Kennedy. And then John Z. Mungovan is going for it. He's hampered by an injury, and then Noel O'Gorman gets the ball, puts it on his stick. He has Flanquilligan screaming for a pass, sends a low ball in, but it only reaches Martin Meehan. He sidesteps the incoming Pat Morey, and then sends a huge ball in and over the bar. And there's a great score for Kilmaley, 1-8 to 5 points as the third sub comes on the field for the Bridge. He's the number 19. Who's that Bridge sub? Hey, hey! Hello? Jesse! Nobody has time to tell me who the sub is. The ball is pucked out, well caught there by John O'Connell, and that's a good ball up. Tommy Keane playing his heart out, doubles on it and gets it out over the sideline. A line ball for Sixmilebridge. There are 24 minutes gone in the second half. The score, Kilmaley a goal and 8 points. Sixmilebridge 5 points. A bad puck by Pat Morey, cut in there by Michael Killeen. He's dispossessed by the other 21, curiously enough. John Kelly, he gets it into John Brennan up in an attacking position. Tommy Kane is chasing him for all his work. Brennan takes the shot, it's partially blocked down, but it could well be a goal for Kilmaley. PJ Kennedy is in there, it's cleared out. Eamon Healy gets it in a little bit, and Kilmaley, yes, the flag is waving. The flag is waving for a goal. The referee's gone in to see what's wrong. He's awarding a free out to Kilmaley. He's awarding a free out to Kilmaley, and the Bridge bench has gone absolutely frantic. And there's somebody in there that shouldn't be in there, and there's another man going up there who has no business in there. The referee is adamant. He's awarding a free out, and I see a man, a former Danny Chaplin, has gone off the Bridge team, and the free is to Kilmaley. Paddy Hill is going to take it when play resumes. Or PJ Kennedy pucks it out down to the unmarked Niall Romer. He leaves it for Martin Cahill. He's a bit casual, lucky to get a second bite. Scoops it up to Jerry Pine. He sends it right-handed, a high ball that's gone over the bar. That's a 7-point lead for Kilmaley. And now it's safe to nearly assume that Kilmaley will be the opponents for Éire Óg in the county final. 25.5 minutes gone in the second half. Pat Collins with the puck out. Sixmilebridge got one score in the second half. The first score of the second half by Eamon Healy. Now the ball with John O'Connell. He's going goalwards. Gets it inside to Tommy Morey. He gets it on his stick. The Kilmaley men are coming in on top of him. He gets the ball in. This is a chance for the Bridge. Pulled on by John Chaplin. Doesn't connect. Kilmaley men are there in force. And then it's taken off John Kelly's hurley when it might have been left to him. Ball flicked out by Tommy Keane along the ground. Out here to Pat Morey, gets it up in his hand. Right-handed, sends it in, but only as far as Michael Killeen. And he sends it right-handed down to Shamie Fitzpatrick. Well caught in the air by Shamie Fitzpatrick. He's been tackled by James E. Keogh, but Shamie's keeping going, and there's no doubt about their stamina this time. This evening, referee blows his whistle as Flann Quilligan came in there with what could only have been described as a nil-judge tackle. I think the referee is penalising Shamie Fitzpatrick for going too far with the ball. But I'd only have to wait, because this referee's decisions, I must say, one has to wait and see them. I don't know. Nobody knows which way the free is going. It's for Kilmaley. It's for Kilmaley, and it's to be taken by Jerry Kennedy. 1-9 to 5 points. 1-10 to 5 points. 1-10 to 5 points. 27 minutes gone in the second half. The referee is speaking to a couple of the Bridge players now as John Kelly is in possession from the puck out. Pucks it in field. Pat Morey goes for it, gets it in his hand, and then left-handed gets the ball down into the corner. That's the number 19, the sub that came in. He's been fouled there, certainly been fouled. He gets no free, and that is diabolical refereeing. That is absolutely, I'm loath to say it, but I feel obliged to say so, that that's the worst display of refereeing I've ever seen. And he's now throwing in the ball, and it breaks to the number 19 for Sixmilebridge. He hits it low to the right and wide. 1-10 to 5 points. That's not to take from Kilmaley's effort. They're playing superb hurling. They've played the game, and they're staying the trip a lot better than they did last Sunday. There was a school of thought that considered they might have missed the bus last Sunday. They didn't. The referee blows his whistle. A free before the ball landed. A free to Sixmilebridge. James E. Keogh coming up to take it. Full of heart, this guy. Leaves it to John O'Connell. He sends it now. That's a good free. Dropping 20 yards out. John Kelly is under it. It breaks to Noel McGuan. Solid as a rock in there. Goes into Shamie Cusack. And well blocked down by PJ Kennedy and finished to the net. By that sub, the number 19 that I have no name for. Tim! What's that for his name, the number 19? Number 19, what's his name? But it's a goal anyway for Sixmilebridge, 110 to 1-5. It was scored by the sub. It's a pity I don't know his name, but that's not my fault. The ball pucked in by Eugene McMahon to Pat Keane. Breaks to John O'Connell. He puts it on his stick. He's coming forward now. There are 29 minutes gone in the second half. Tommy Keane comes out with Tommy Morey. Morey tries to flick it on, but in there too is Jerry Pine. And he's working doggedly all night, is Jerry Pine. He sends the ball down, blocked out by James E. Keogh, coming out for it. John Z. Mungovan, he gets it out to Jerry Kennedy. He gets it up in his hand. He's whooshed off the ball, but gets it back to Shamey Fitzpatrick. They're playing now like the champions. And left-handed Shamey Fitzpatrick sends the ball high and over the bar. 111 to 1-5. There are 29 minutes and 40 seconds gone in this second half. Some of the crowd are leaving the ground. Pat